What's going on, YouTube? Nate the Great back at it again in the gym with a leg session today. As always, we start off with a squat, doing just the bar for 20 reps. And one thing I just want to say real quick is that one thing I've started implementing in this warm-up is that I don't fully lock out my knees. And as a result, the time under tension increases because your knee joints never take the weight off of your muscle. And so as a result, the warming up with just the bar, in my opinion, is more effective because the muscle is more utilized for longer and more continuously. But after I did my warm-up set with just the bar, moved on to 135 for a warm-up set of 10. And as I did with bench the other day, I worked up to a single to see where my strength is at, if there's been any improvement, any strength gains. And so after 135, I moved up to 175 for a set of 5 reps. And I wanted to keep these nice and controlled because I have a tendency to break down my squat form when I get into higher weight and lower rep ranges. So I made sure to keep my reps slow and controlled. After 175, I moved on to 205 for a single. And you'll notice I have a belt on, and that's because I've decided that any squat or deadlift in which I use weight over 200 pounds, just because for me that's a heavy amount of weight, I've decided that anything over 200 pounds, 200 or more, I'm going to use a belt during that lift. But after 205, I moved on to 235, which, ding, 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 is a strength PR for me. And given how that rep looked, I probably could have done probably 240 for a pretty difficult single. Not that one wasn't difficult, but afterwards moved down to working sets of 165 for 3 sets of 10. And I have to say I was pretty gassed at this point. My squat form wasn't great going into these working sets. But that's to be expected when you get into the end of a squat routine, just because you've been doing the same motions for so long. But all in all, 165, even after all of that heavy stuff, felt pretty good. Felt like butter to me. It was smooth, easy. And I think in the next couple weeks, I'll definitely push myself to see how much I can do in terms of my squat. Like I said, I could have probably hit 240 just based on how 235 felt. But after squats, as always, moved on to leg press with 5 plates. For 3 sets of 10. Watch me take a breath before I finish the set. Still probably a few weeks left before I up the weight on that again, but it's feeling pretty good. It's honestly, it's not feeling too terribly heavy, considering that it's a weight I've never really attempted much before. But after leg press, moved on to single leg extensions with, I think, 62.5 pounds, I think is how this machine is measured, for 3 sets of 12, just as a light little finisher, to burn out the rest of my muscle fibers. And as always, moved on to calf extensions and my calves and bicep routine, with 240 pounds for 3 sets of 20. And my bicep movement for the day is, can't remember where I picked this up, but you do the lower half of the curl for a set of 8, then the upper half of a curl for a set of 8, and then you finish off with a full curl for a set of 8. So all in all, it's 3 sets of 8. And I did 3 sets of 3 sets of 8 on this movement before I finished off with my ab circuit, as I always do. But that does it for this video, guys. You can check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Nate the Great Harmon, and I will see you all in the next video.